Hello ladies and gents, Bobby's in the on the bank, well nearly. As you can see from the background, beautiful picture in the background, we're back at Beningbrough Hall. And I've been thinking about bits and bobs, how my fishing's evolving. I've exceeded my own expectations this season. I was expecting maybe to get 1 or 2 barbel out this season, and maybe the odd little jack pike, maybe a couple of chub. Well, I've done all of the above, but in bigger quantities and larger weights. And I'm starting to get ahead of myself. You probably look back at my clips, and I was searching for a specimen barbel. Well, I got quite close with an 8 pound something down Widderton. So then I started searching for a 10 pound fish. I hadn't even had my specimen yet. I'm looking at the wrong side of the camera again. Yeah, I hadn't even had my specimen, and I was pushing myself again to go over and above before I'd actually hit the target that I'd actually already got. Well, I started doing that again because I haven't hit my 10 pounder. Well, not on my scouts anyway. So yeah, I've decided to sort of rewind a bit. And I'm down Beningbrough Hall, and I'm probably going to have a go at the barbel a bit later, but I don't care. If I catch one here, I'll just be chuffed to bits whatever size it is, because it's a new stretch. I've not had a fish out of here, and like I was saying, if I rewind to the start of the season, I'd have been happy with 1 barbel all season. And I've had them out of all sorts, and I've had bigger ones than I'd have ever thought. So yeah, rewinding back, when I was a young lad, sound like one of them old blokes in here, during the war, when I was a young lad, and I used to go down Amble River catching bass, I was part of a local youth club with my mates and stuff. I used to go down on a Friday night, and we were invited to a fishing competition, freshwater, which I hadn't done before. As I said, I was more of a marina fisher or on the beaches or stuff like that. And me and my mate won it, the junior thing, me and my mate Ricky. I got a massive monster perch. Well, it's only 2 pound, but for me at the time it was huge. And Ricky got like some good weight, he got some proper good weight in. So I got best fish of the competition, and Ricky got overall weight, I think it was. And we got given a fishing rod between us. Which I ended up snapping when I went to Scotland. Another story, I'll get to that. I'll tell you that one first. So yeah, I went to Scotland on a fishing trip, took that fishing rod, didn't know how to set up clutches and stuff like that, struck into something big when I was fishing a loch, and rod bent double, it tried screaming off, and the rod gave. It was only a little match rod, so it yeah, it snapped. I come back with to give Ricky the bad news when I got back to Southampton. But anyway, it got me thinking about how much I enjoyed that fight with that perch. So I'm down at Beningbrough Hall today because I've seen a lot of predators chasing the schoolies about and stuff. So the plan is to have a go for the pike and the perch. I'll just open the gate. 2 secs. There we go. Yeah, so I've downsized my live baits, my dead baits, and I've got some mackerel fillets which I'm going to chop up, and I've also got some sprats which I'm going to use as dead baits but also spin with as well. Just looking at the river at the moment, it's not as low as I thought, so I am actually fancying the barbel, so I might actually keep 1 rod as a barbel rod. There's a gent just fishing over there, so I'm not going to go too close to him because I don't want to disturb his fishing ethics and all of that. But yeah, so that's the plan today. I'm looking at the wrong fucking side of the camera again. I'll let you know how I get on. It could be a blank. I haven't done perch fishing properly since I was 14, so we'll see if we still got it. See if the old man's still got it, eh? Speak to you soon. So that didn't take me long to change up. Got down to the first swim and started spinning a little bit with a sprat. See if I could get some little pike or some big old perch. And I saw a barbel top, and I couldn't help myself. So I've stopped spinning because I don't want to disturb the swim. But I have left a little sprat on the Shakespeare Zeta, and I've got the Sonic SF Black, I think it's called, as the reel 6000. So it's a meaty reel, bendy rod, and I've kept my Outcast Chub Outcast, the power stick, my stalker rod, as in the snags for the barbel, just where I've seen that one top. So I've got options today. Like I said, with fishing, it changes. You can get down the river. If you stick to the plan, you might blank. I might blank today, but I've got options of species now. Pike, perch, even chub. A chub will take that little sprat. Yeah, and there's always chub and chub bream and barbel on the other rod. So I've got options of 6 different species. I am going to try a few different swims, but yeah, I think that's the plan now. I've got options on both rods. I can change baits up and we'll just see how it goes, eh? Like I said, it's nice to be down here. I'd love a perch, and I am going to at some point concentrate, do a bit of drop shotting, a bit of spinning and stuff like that. But what I think I need to do when I do those days is just bring out that gear, because I can sort of, if I see an opportunity for another fish, I'm always wanting to have a go. So and barbel are my favourite at the moment, and I've not had one out of this stretch, so hence why I was so quick to switch over. But fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you updated. Cheers. So then, ladies and gents, Bobby's not blanked. Bobby's got his salmon pike. It looks like a really big jack, if I'm honest, or a really small mama pike. I'm not. I just go on the size. If it's bloody huge, I think it's a woman. If it's like a little, and this one seems to be in between, so it's beautiful markings on it. Beautiful markings. Give me a good fight as well. That was on the sprat, so it shows you don't always need big baits to catch big fish. I'm thinking probably about £8, maybe a little bit more. I've given him a little rest, and he seems to be doing well. So I'm going to get my mat out. Well, my mat's already out, I've been sitting on it, but now I'm going to have a slimy fish ass in a minute. So let's see, eh? Let's get it out and have a proper look. Oh yeah, plenty of life in that. I don't want to lose my net. Oh yeah, that's better than I thought. A lot better than I thought. Right. So that's yeah, not a bad fish. Not a bad fish at all. So I'm just gonna turn you guys off when I get it unhooked. Right. So here we go, guys. Here is a River Ouse pike. I reckon about £8, something like that. Lovely markings, big old mouth. Going to get him rested, get him back in the water. Beautiful fish. Hello again. Bobby's back on a bank, different bank, well, different swim. Yeah, after having that pike, he made such a racket. I didn't think there was much chance of catching anything else, and after having a pike, I thought I'm going to switch up and have a go at the barbel and the chub. See if we can get a few species. You know what it's like, it's not always goes to plan. I came here for perch and I've ended up for pike yet again. But I'm fancying the barbel. Rain's coming down, river levels are rising. I've got one just in off the margin. That's the Shakespeare Zeta and the FS Sonic Black, and I've got the Chub Outcast and the SKS Sonic just off the crease in the middle of the water. So yeah, I've got options. We'll see what happens. I've not had a barbel out of this stretch, as I've said, and I would be really chuffed if I could get one. but I'm really happy with the pike. It was a decent one. First proper fish out of this section. Yeah, I don't know about size, like 8 to 10, something like that, mate. I always try to play him down, but it was decent. You see the pictures. Yeah, didn't weigh it, unless it's a PB now. I don't see much point. It's all about like, yeah, and what's the point of weighing them if your scales don't really work? You don't know anyway. I suppose it's the bobby scale, I suppose. Actually, talking about bobby stuff, you can notice there's no bobby cam on today. I went to... right then, go on, go on. So yeah, I tried using bobby cam, and I went to turn it on and it wouldn't work. And I tested it the day before, and it did work. So I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to charge it up again and I'll see how we go. If not, I'll just have to spend 20 quid at some stage and just buy myself another one. They're really cheap these days, stuff like that, and I think it'd be quite cool, like a Bobby's Eye View, like see how it turns out. But yes, that's the plan. Switch to 2 barbel rods. They are more barbel than chub. If I get a chub, it's more of a sort of luck, because I've got nice long hairs on there targeting the barbel, but I will take a chub. That's not a problem. I like chub fishing. I've got some bread with me. I might even switch it up again a bit later if it goes really, really quiet. I might switch up one of the rods and just go in the crease of the water and float some bread down. Just sinking bread, let the bail arm open, let it drift, see what happens. But yeah, meat on both at the moment. May change that up. Bit of ground bait in with that one, right in the margin. This one's got a PVA bag over the hook as well as the meat, full of pellets and stuff like that, just to make sure I've got a bit of bait out there with it. But with river fishing, it all sort of blows off anyway. It all goes away. So you do have to sort of check your stuff when you're in the main sort of stream of it. You do have to check every hour that everything's still there and everything's all right. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Fingers crossed we get a Beningbrough Hall barbel on Bobby's on the Bank, part 2. See you later. So, update. Ain't caught a barbel yet, but I've got a blueberry muffin. Still living the dream, fishing, eating cakes, and loving it. Rain's sort of stopped, but as you can tell, I'm quite wet. Time for a swim change soon, I think. If nothing happens in the next half hour, I'm going to pop to another swim. I've been checking out the river a bit further on, and it's always good to just have your wits about you and just to sort of eye up other spots as you're walking about and looking at signs for fish and stuff. And I've looked up a bit further, and I can see obviously the crease in rivers doesn't go in a straight line, and I can see it sort of kinks around one way to the other. And I've been looking at a few other spots a bit further up, and I'm going to have a go at those. Like I say, I've not explored this stretch too much. I've done the odd swim here and there, but I've not ever spent too much time, and I've only ever had really chub out of the Beningbrough Hall stretch. Wow, and a pike now, yeah! So yeah, it's been a good experience, learning experience as well, because you don't learn everything in one day. Sometimes you catch on your first occasion and you think you know it all, and then you come back and don't catch nothing, and that's fishing. So sometimes it's a bit beneficial not to get straight into the fish, because then you could get stuck on a peg that's producing when maybe 2 pegs down there's fish that are bigger. So yeah, another half hour, finished my cake. I've got a boost in there. I've got a bottle of flavoured water, 53p from Tesco's for a litre and a half. That's a bargain. Well, you shouldn't have to pay for water, but flavoured water I'll pay for. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to eat my muffin. I'll speak to you in a bit. Does anyone remember? They used to have different flavour boosts. They had like normal boosts, they had peanut boost, and you had biscuit boost. Well, what happened to the peanut ones and the biscuit ones? Because if I'm honest, I love a boost, but they were the worst out of the 3. Peanut ones were a bit like Topics, but better, and the biscuit ones were like, well, they were like no other chocolate bar out there. Where have they gone? Why did they get rid of it? I know that, like, look at the size, that's tiny now. That's supposed to be like a full size, like, that's tiny. and I can accept chocolate bars getting smaller because it's inflation and stuff like that. But bring back the biscuit boost. It was like a cheesecake chocolate bar. That's the only way. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but if you do, you'll remember how good it was. It was proper good. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on boost. Bring back the biscuit boost. Right, I've decided to call it a day for today. It's one of those with fishing. As soon as you start to feel where you're not feeling it and it's not going to plan, there's no point flogging a dead horse. So yeah, I'm not gonna make it to that another swim. I'm gonna come back. The river levels should, saying that, there's movement. There's a fish just stopped right in front of me now. You get these little teasers in life, especially with fishing. Do I stay? Don't I stay? What do I do? Well, at the moment, I'm wetter than a fucking dirty bird after a few baby shams, and I'm starting to feel it's the time to go home. The rain's coming in and out and in and out, and if I get any wetter, I'm going to be twice as heavy walking home. We're walking back to the car. So no, executive decision. I don't care about that fish topping just over there. I'm going. I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going. But with the rain coming down, that's a good sign. It takes a couple of days for it to obviously travel through the system, but then water levels right. There's another one just topped just there, just right in the margin there. Right. Well, I'll give it 10 minutes and then I'm going home. These hook teasing fish, yeah. So we'll see if you see it, if there's an update and you get a fish, I'll caught. If you don't, I've gone home. See you later. Bye.
Keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.